So do you know that research has shown that purpose-driven companies are more successful? Do you believe that's true of purpose-driven leaders? Do you know your purpose? Can you tell me what it is? Well, I'll tell you mine. I was born in Washington, D.C. I was supposed to be named Elizabeth. However, I was too small for such a long name. My father was studying at the Maryland Institute of Art at the time and studying the Mona Lisa. So he came to the hospital and he said, "She'll be named Lisa." I was thankful that he didn't name me Mona Lisa. And so as a child growing up, my mother used to say to me, "Lisa, you're like the girl with the curl in the center of her forehead. When she is good, she is very, very good. But when she is bad, she is horrid." So I guess I was pretty horrid at times. So one day while I was at school, my mother painted on my wall, "Pretty is as pretty does." And she painted it next to my mirror, where I would see it every day as I got ready for school. It was her way of communicating her expectation of me that then became my expectation of myself. That you must treat others with kindness, and that beauty comes from within, and always be sincere, genuine, and humble. As a teenager, I thought it was interesting and odd that my mother painted on my wall, but actually it was very insightful. She knew that when she spoke to me and tried to teach me lesson after lesson, it would go in one ear and out the other. But she knew if she painted on my wall, I would see her message every day. So in fact, she taught me an important lesson, that to teach others, you have to meet them where they are, where they'll hear you, understand you, and make it their own. So years later, I had my own daughter, and we were going to go on a whitewater rafting trip. And Amy said, "Mom, I'm not going. That water, it's too rough. I'll fall out and I'll drown." And I said, "Amy, you're going. You're going to wear a helmet, a life vest, and you are going to hold on for dear life." And she did. She screamed the loudest and loved every minute of it. So one day, while Amy was at school, I painted on her wall, "Live for your dreams, not for your fears." And it was my expectation of her that then became her expectation of herself. Then I had the opportunity and the privilege of building an academy for the Department of Veterans Affairs. And as I was building the academy, I was looking around, and I noticed it was full of white walls. Walls for me to paint on. So the first thing I painted was our mission, and I commissioned a local artist to paint it in Abraham Lincoln's handwriting, because it came from his second inaugural address. "To care for him who shall have borne the battle, and for his widow and his orphan." It was my way of communicating to every visitor, every student, every faculty member, every employee, our purpose, which was to care for our veterans. The second thing I painted on the wall was the inaugural intern class's team stand. A team stand was something I would facilitate with our interns around who they were as leaders, what they stood for each other and for the organization. And their team stand was so impactful and so meaningful that I painted it on the wall. And it read, "The battle stops here. We are a team of trusted business advisors forging innovative solutions to serve those who served us." they clearly got it and was able to articulate who they stood for as leaders and for our veterans. Most recently, I painted on the wall, "In learning you will teach, and in teaching you will learn." And that is my expectation of leaders and myself, to be teachers. And as we teach others, we become more enriched in our lives and in our learning. So you see, my purpose is to paint on walls. So you can't tell me your story until you know your purpose. And I look forward to hearing it.